the gospel. The purpose of the gospel is to bridge the gap between God and man.
Yes.
From the time Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, God had set in motion a plan and a purpose to bring man back into fellowship with him, because when Adam and Eve sinned, it broke the fellowship between man and God. And so throughout the Old Testament, all you see is people telling you about that prophet that shall come.
Yes.
Amen. The breach, the repairer of the breach that's going to come and restore the fellowship that God had with his people.
That's right.
Now, many people don't understand the purpose of the gospel. We just think, and we've got it distorted, that we just have some jack-leg preacher that stands before you for a few minutes and he hollers, screams, and slaps his leg, and we had church and we go on about our business. But if that's what you think the gospel is about, you missed the whole purpose of the gospel. You got a whole lot of folks that all they want to do is come to church and they want to hear some rhythmic sound that the preacher made, and you ask them after church, what did he preach about? I don't know. I can get up here and harmonize my ABCs, and you think that, oh, the man is preaching, sure enough, and all I did was told you my ABC. That's not the purpose. The purpose is for you to understand that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. The purpose is for you to understand that Jesus came to bridge that gap on Calvary to bring us back into fellowship with God. That is the purpose of the gospel. Now, I'm going to spend more time on the preacher than I did the purpose. The purpose is real simple. There are many scriptures that can cover more issues of the purpose. But I want to deal with the preacher. The preacher in this text was Jesus. Jesus had spent some years that we call the years of obscurity, between the age of 12 and 30, when we don't have any record of what he was doing. But you must understand one thing about God. God does not have any periods of idleness. Even in this time when we don't have any record of him doing anything, he was doing something. He was in preparation for his ministry.
That's right.
And when you think that, oh, I don't have anything to do, yes, you do. That's when God is preparing you for your ministry, which you do have, whether you admit it or not. Everybody has a ministry. Everybody. First of all, Peter said that you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. That means that you are a part of the ministry. You are a part of those who carry the gospel. If you tell somebody Jesus is Lord, you just preached.
That's right. Amen. Come on.
The preacher prepared himself, and he had understanding that even though I am the one who God has sent to bridge that gap, I realized I can't do this by myself. So he began to select people to follow him and to help him to carry out the message that even when he left, that they'll be able to still yet carry out the message.